Observe the speed of a modern metropolis. Everything is globalizing and shifting at a breakneck pace. But when a nation is hurtling into the future, how does it keep a grip on the foundations that built it? The poem Bharat Our Land provides a deliberate architectural blueprint for cultural preservation. This piece is structured as an ode. In literature, an ode is a lyrical poem written in an elevated style, explicitly designed to express reverence and celebrate its subject. The inner workings of this specific ode reveal how ancient art anchors modern national identity. To praise an entire subcontinent, the poet begins with the bedrock, the physical geography. The text invokes the mighty Himavant, utilizing the towering, unyielding presence of the Himalayas to establish a sense of absolute permanence and strength. That rigid mountain strength is balanced by the generous Ganga. The river introduces a flowing grace, representing the life-giving purity that sustains the land. The poet elevates these landmarks through hyperbole, a figure of speech relying on extreme exaggeration to create dramatic effect. By declaring that these geographic features have no equal anywhere on Earth, the text takes literal dirt and water and redefines them as pillars of superiority. The poem secures the argument for national pride by anchoring abstract patriotism to the undeniable physical presence of the land. Physical landscapes are beautiful, but rivers and mountains require human history to give them cultural weight. To inject that history quickly, the writer uses allusion, making indirect references to cultural touchstones that the reader is expected to recognize. The reference to the sacred Upanishads does exactly this. It points beyond physical books to symbolize deep philosophical wisdom and the pursuit of truth. The poem then honors the many a sage who has sanctified the land. This line embeds human spirituality directly into the soil. This spiritual heritage directly links back to figures like Gautama Buddha, invoking a long legacy of compassion and nonviolence. These layered allusions act like a form of literary data compression. They pack thousands of years of profound philosophy into just a few syllables. But this raises a natural tension. If a society is constantly pushing forward into tomorrow, why continue to sing about the past? The text explicitly mentions India's hoary antiquity, its ancient times, setting up a sharp contrast with the speed of the modern era. Modernization delivers speed and ease, but it carries a risk. The faster a culture moves, the easier it becomes to lose touch with the divinest music of its philosophical origins. Bharat Our Land functions as a vital cultural tether. It ensures that virtues like courage and generosity aren't discarded as the nation builds its future. True progress requires a balance. It means harnessing the momentum of tomorrow while staying firmly grounded in the wisdom of the ancestors. An ode isn't meant to sit silently on a page. It's a piece of vocal architecture designed to be spoken out loud. Performing it properly begins with step 1, mastering the pause. The deliberate use of hyphens at the end of these lines isn't an accident. They force a measured, chant-like rhythm that creates distinct moments of admiration. Once the pacing is set, move to step 2, the emphasis. The speaker must lean heavily into the extreme vocabulary. Words like divinest or peerless use superlative grammar. By attaching that est suffix, the text forces the reader's voice to physically elevate the subject matter. Executing these precise mechanics transforms the reading into an active performance of cultural identity. The final step is delivering the refrain. The poem reaches its emotional peak with the repeated phrase, "She's peerless, let's praise her."
This refrain acts as the heartbeat of the entire piece. It's an invitation designed to unify an audience in a shared expression of identity. Poetry, in this form, is an active bridge spanning the gap between an ancient legacy and a progressing future. Mastering the geography, symbols, and rhythm of Bharat Our Land empowers citizens to actively sustain their culture through the performance of the verse.